6. Okay. Hi. Hi. Okay. Hi. How's everyone doing tonight? It's like 9:45. Almost. It's like 9:43. But either way, I'm hoping that the lag is better. So I'm doing another video. The last one, I won't redo it. I mean, it's not really terrible enough. I mean, it's, you know what I mean? It'll be all right. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this. I will not finish this reading, though, if it acts up. Leo Vegas presents Quantum Roulette Live. My life. Taste of its multipliers. I was testing it earlier. Oh, it says I have one viewer. Hello, one viewer. How are you tonight? I hope you're doing great. I'm doing pretty good. This thing, I figured out where is it? There. Okay. Did I fix the chat? I don't know. No, I did not. Did I do it? I did it. Okay. Let me get something. I can watch it. It seems like it's running fine. You know, I probably just ended up running a stream while they did maintenance or something like this. But overall, hold on, I'll get you something to pick from. Wait, what's the topic? I forget. What are they up to tonight? Oh, yes, let's spy on your person. Okay? So I don't know who your person is. It could be anybody. You can go ahead and pick it. It's got to be someone you know. By the way, it could be anyone. It's Friday night for me tonight, so basically, whenever you view this, I don't know. We're going to look and see what they're up to tonight. Ah, okay. Oh, the spider. It's a perfect card for this. Ooh, hyena. I feel like for some of y'all, you won't be expecting. Right, pile 1, you won't be expecting it. I don't know, pile 2, hummingbird. Oh, they're probably having fun. Oh, and pile 3, they're up to something. All right, I don't know who this person is to you, but overall, I feel like we're gonna get some entertainment at the very least. Okay, so hold on. Everything seems okay with the stream so far, so that's good. But yes, okay. So hi. Now this is what are they up to tonight? Let's spy on your person. So we have option 1, the glare, sorry. Option 1, the hyena. Option 2, hummingbird. And option 3, the horse. So go ahead and pick your pick, and I'll see you there. It's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes for the shuffle, and then 25 to 30 minutes, maybe 20 to 30 minutes for the reading. Probably 20. I really don't know. Depends. Either way, I'll see you there. Bye. I don't want these. And I don't want these. Stacks. Okay, I go with this pile. The whole pile? I want to say yes. No, I don't need these. So, and I want these. Okay. So then we can put these there. And bring these here. Okay. I feel like I'm at the casino right now. Maybe someone's going to the casino. Or they're just at the home. Maybe they play home casino. Home casino. I don't know what to call it. Online slots. They're online slots. Okay. Listen, I, I played this online slots app, right? Just to try it. I like the sound. I like going to the slot machine for fun. So I told myself, this is perfect. It's play money. It's not even real money. This is for fun. This fits the need. I like this. So I try it. But they have these competitions and all these tournaments and things and have all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what any of this is. And so I just play a slot machine. But then I realized people are going extremely fast, and I was like, what are they doing? I Google it. Turns out you can like do some setting with your device to make it go super fast. So like it's like you sit there pushing the button like this, okay, but faster than your human. Okay, it goes like the fast of the speed of a god. No, it goes ridiculous AI speed, like brrr, okay, and you just see the probabilities play out and you start to win the tournaments. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. They're just pushing it faster than me. I was like, I surely must learn to push faster. No, I figured out how to do this little trick, and then I push it. And I push it, and every time I push it, it pushed like 300 times. I was like, oh my God, this is fucking crazy. I was like, can no one beat my finger? And then obviously the game was boring. But I mean, I wanted to win a tournament, and everybody was a cheater, so I had to hype up my phone. All I had to do was turn up some type of setting, and like I don't even consider that cheating. But well, I kind of do because it's like I can't push it as fast as I can't push my finger as fast as a robot. I mean, I cannot. Not that robot, not my phone. I don't know. Siri out fingers me. Okay, I'm pretty good with my finger though. I play a lot of Pictionary. I wander on the internet and play all sorts of little games. Like this one is one of my favorites. Scriblio. Oh, I just love that game. Okay, I just join in and I kill, 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 kill. I'm amazing at that game. Me and this finger. All right. Everyone's like, "Wow, you draw really nice." I'm like, "It's my." They're like, "Really? It's not a pen?" No, it's my finger. And a lot of this is done. The most recent session I had with Scriblio, because I go into sessions where I'll play for like a month straight. I like Pictionary. I had Pictionary growing up. I was that nerd, right? Who always liked whenever, like, hey, we got to stay home. All right, the rain made us stay home. So I was like, puzzles? Question mark? No, board games? Maybe. I'll deal. I'll do anything to play them. Okay. And people, I would get people, I would lure people in with the concept, you know. I learned good timing techniques, right? But overall, I love every board game. I have a box of board games. Fuck, they're from like the 30s. They're antiques. They're amazing. I love them. Right? They were given to me from someone who's like an antique. They're no longer here. I don't know. The, yeah, the late Antiquitic Joe. But no, yes, he gives me all these board games. I'm like, this is amazing. I want them all. Do you have room for them? I'll make room. Right? My ex is like, "Do you want the board games?" I'm like, Yes, they're there. That's why they're even there." All right. The one game, I don't know if I got it back. The Cards Against Humanity. I loved that game. I kill on that game accidentally. And when I try to be funny, no one picks it. But when I'm just like, ugh, I'm like when I'm in a bad mood, man, I fucking could do amazing in that game. I just say the most fucked up shit. I don't know. When I'm in a bad mood, I'll say the most fucked up of things, apparently. And it's like, what? I don't know. Just because I feel like everybody thinks terrible things just because I speak it. Get real. I don't know. People don't like when I try to. I was hanging with my ex earlier, smoking a joint with him. Like, "Do you mind if I talk about something a little trippy?" He's like, "I don't know. I don't know." I'm like, it doesn't really get that trippy. I mean, it kind of does. It's one of those trippy trips, those train rides that I'll take you on. Choo choo, right? That just keeps going. That train doesn't stop. It's like math. It works around in a circle, and then we go deeper. It's like a spiral. I don't know where we're going, but it's nowhere bad. It's just a what if. That's why I say I don't understand why it trips people up so much. People get so testy, right? Testicles. Right? Their little testicles in a bunch, male or female. Hey, fuck that. I honestly, I've never been able to really kick it about anything strange with another woman. All the other women in my life have always been another language. So we kind of cave woman the speech. So I mean, you can't really get too deep with someone like that. Any woman I ever hung with, I don't know what the fuck that is. Trying to think. Last woman I actually hung with that could go deep like this was my friend Melissa, but she was a heavy smoker, and I don't think she understood half the shit I would talk about. But she would definitely, I don't know, listen. And then she would have moments where she actually would understand everything. So I'm like, I'm sure she understands it all. She just doesn't always know what to say. I don't know. I appreciated her for that. She would just sit there. She would literally sit there and just look up at the sky with her mouth open, dude. And I miss her. She'd just sit there staring at the sky. Hang me. And I'm like, I think she gets it. I don't know. Out of everyone, well, excluding my ex, because I smoked a lot with him, but out of everyone, she's the only person I ever really smoked with. Oh my God. I remember the day I was like, it was after I had had my panic attack with my first ever smoke session. Dear Lord, have mercy. What was I doing there? I don't know. I feel like it was one of those. I came home and I was like, Mom, I did something. She's like, What'd you do? I was like, I smoked weed. She's like, Oh, chill out. I'm like, No, you don't understand. I was like, I need to go away. She's like, Well, you can't go nowhere. Go to your room. I'm like, That's where I'm trying to go. But like, I felt the need to tell you because I'm going to like, I don't know. I'm freaking out. Is that all right? I was like, Well, do you think there was any drugs in it, Mom? She's like, No, just go to your room and go chill out. I go to my brother. Obviously, I wander the other way. I'm like, Brother of mine, hello, hi, help me. I've done something terrible. He smokes like crazy. He's like, What? He's like smoking while I'm doing it. And I'm like, Will it get me high anymore? I was like, I can't do this. I can't live like this. How do you do this? Is this the fun part? This is not fun. And he's like, Whoa, go to your room. Uh, Help me. He says, Just go in the kitchen, eat again your shit, and go to bed. And I was like, I'll try. I go in the kitchen. I start making French toast. He's like, What are you doing? I was like, You said to eat something. I was like, Look, man, there's nothing to do but eat. He's like, Well, okay. And he's like, Do you mind making me some French toast? I was like, Sure. Might as well. I don't know. So I was like, I don't know. It's like I wasn't even high anymore. And I just got to cooking. Found my place. I was like, I gotta find my comfort zone, the kitchen, where the food is. Thank you. All right. He knew exactly what I needed. But yes, I started cooking. He tells me he eats his French toast. I give it to him first, obviously. I'm like a diner. I'm not gonna eat first. That's weird. But anyways, he's like, You should maybe get high more often. I was like, No, 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 no. This will never happen again. Never. And it didn't. I don't know. I freaked out. But either way, I don't know. The way I started telling myself maybe it was just a bad, I don't know, maybe there was drugs in it. Maybe Mom was wrong. Okay, listen, I'm also that kid who came home drunk as a fucking skunk, sloppy as fuck, like Mom. She's like, Are you drunk? And I'm like, I'm absolutely drunk. I'm like, What am I supposed to do with this? She's like, Well, you're not supposed to get drunk. And I'm like, All right, but I mean, I already did that part. She's like, Exactly. So go to your, I always got told her, just go to your room, take that mess into the room. All right, you'll be safe there. All right. I go in the room, I don't know, I start doing arts and crafts. I do all sorts of shit in that room. Music, I had the coolest stereo ever. I listen, I coerced my father to purchase this for me for birthdays because he had like slacked on two birthdays and I didn't really care because I don't really celebrate my birthday ever. And I mean, I gotta get a cake. That's the one fucking rule is a bitch gotta have a cake or at least a cupcake or one slice of cake, a cheesecake, some type of cake. Even pound cake would work. A muffin? Perhaps, yes. On a very sad year of life, yes, a muffin will suffice. But overall, cake must be involved with the birthday. This is my only rule. But overall, I don't really care about gifts. But I was like, I kind of want a stereo, and my birthday's coming up. So I was like, yo, you've missed many. And he's like, Oh. And I was like, Yeah, it's one of those deals. I was like, I want this stereo. It's like $203 plus tax. Can you swing it? Can you do this? And he's like, I don't know. I don't know. I coerced him somehow. He's like, All right, I'll take you to the Best Buy. Oh, all right. It was right when Best Buy first came out. And I was like, Yeah, I love you, Best Buy. I got the best stereo ever because this was actually back in the day when they first came out. They actually did have, they were like the Walmart for electronic stores back then. When they first came out, that's why they're called Best Buy because they were literally the best place to go buy anything, a CD, anything. It was like going to be at least fucking three to fucking who knows how much dollars off. CDs were $3 off. I knew this. I don't know. They had a huge CD section. It's like all they did was have CDs back in the days. Either way, what's the point? Yes. So I would just sit in my room fucked up on something. I don't know. I was not the shy type, and I was definitely a panicky person. I still am. I'm a panicky person. Oh, but that's the point. I purchased marijuana as a child. I knew this girl. Right? She was my friend since middle school. She had plans to be a nun after 18. She was a whore and she sold weed. And I was like, but you're gonna be a nun when you're 18? She's like, yep. And I'm like, well, I guess you're just getting it in, okay, before you commit to that one. But overall, she sold weed. Well, she didn't sell weed. She just blew a guy who sold weed. So I was like, hey, you can get weed. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I bet you can. Okay, let's do me the favor. Here's 10. Do me to get what you can. I don't care. I don't know how to buy weed. And I was like, just take my money and come back with something. And then lo and behold, she does. I don't know how she managed this. By seventh period, she's like, I got that. And I was like, oh, I was like, it's script. She's like, but it's good shit. And I was like, I opened it and I was like, well, it smells nice. And I was like, and it doesn't look black. I was like, it actually is green. Because listen, in Miami, it's like $10 of weed is always going to be brown or black. So I was just like, okay, I'll take this. All right. And then I went home. I put on my goggles and I rolled a joint. All right. And I did this. All right. I didn't have long fingernails back then. So I was, and I'm good with my fingers. So this is very simple. So I do this and then I prep. I'm like, okay, I don't know when I'm going to smoke it though. And I was like, when should I smoke this? I was like, well, I don't want to smoke it alone because then who am I going to ask for help when I start to freak out? Okay, who will be there? Right? I need someone here, and I'm not going to smoke it in my room. I was like, maybe. I don't know. That was last resort. That's where I'd end up smoking it in my yard, wandering back in the house. I made a mistake. Did you try weed again? Absolutely. Why? I don't know. But overall, this is how it does play out, but not at home. Unfortunately, no, not at home. I didn't choose wisely. I did not choose wisely. My school is holding a lock in. It's called a lock in. They literally lock the doors of the gymnasium with a herd of other school buffaloes, and you have to socialize. And I don't socialize, even when I'm not high. I don't socialize. I mean, I do nowadays. If people listen, I'll socialize back. But I very rarely will ever wander up to anyone and be like, "Hi, okay, let's talk." No, I'm happy here. But either way, hold on. Apparently, I need to shuffle again. Overall, I have this joint. I call up Melissa. Right? I'm like, "Hey." She's like, "What's up?" I was like, "I bought weed today." She's like, "You did?" I was like, "Yes." She's like, "Why?" I was like, "Because I felt like smoking." She's like, "Oh, okay." I was like, when was the last time you smoked? She was like, not since whenever, right? Because I mean, this is when we're teens. Not only that, I don't know, probably last weekend. I have no idea what the answer was, but it wasn't like recent, right? We were kids, right? There was no bong action going on. There was no actual keeping weed in the house. None of this, especially her mother. Oh my Lord, have mercy. So, anyways, I tell her about it. She says, well, I'm going to a lock-in tomorrow. And I was like, what the fuck is a lock-in? That sounds depressing as fuck, you know? She's like, well, it's for credits and yada, yada, yada. She was like trying to do things at school. And I was like trying, I don't even think I wasn't even in school anymore. Yo, this is so true. I had already dropped out. So I was like, oh, well, what does that mean? She's like, well, I'm sure you can just come with me. No one would know. You're like of school age. And I was like, this is true. So she coerces me into smoking the joint outside of school before this lock in on a Saturday morning. This was a terrible idea. I would have been miserable if I hadn't smoked. I feel like that joint actually helped me, dare I say. But yes, no, I probably would have left if I wasn't high. I was high. I mean, Melissa started eating someone else's snacks at one point. I just paid attention to everybody and I was like, and I was just avoiding everybody. They had an activity, first activity out the gate. They're like giving everyone these little necklaces of yarn. I was like, what is this? It's like a ball of yarn, like a pom pom, you know? And I was like, why do we have pom poms? And they're like, you have to take one string out of your pom pom and make a friend. There's like fucking 100 pom pom strings. I'm like, that's like 100 people. I gotta talk to like 100 people. The fuck is this? What did she get me into? I was like, what do you got me doing? She's staring in the sky with her mouth open. She's chilling. I'm like, oh, I see what happened here. I was like, I want to chill, so I do. And I stopped talking to everybody. I go to the corner. But then they actually are like, we hear pom pom. I was like, get the hell away from me. I trade with them. I start just walking up to people and not speaking. And they're like, and I'm like, no, no, just hi. And I like point out my name tag. We had name tags. I was like, Nicole, Nicole, Nicole. And there was this one kid who actually tried to talk to me, and I was like, please stop talking. No offense, but I'm gonna go in the corner now. I finished. I finished. All right. Listen, I remember how she got me. There was a party sub. A party sub. It was huge, all right? It was probably 20 feet long. It was the biggest, hugest, prettiest party sub I've ever seen in my life. And I got two pieces. I went back for seconds. I was told there would be fucking lunch, right? There was lunch. And the whole time I felt like that's what it was. That's what I was stressed. I always felt like I was gonna get caught. We were supposed to have our school IDs, and it's like I still had mine, but I had no idea. In my mind, I'm high. So I'm thinking these people are gonna have like a barcode scanner when I come in, like I'm at the club or something. And they're gonna scan my ID and they're like, beep, beep, wait, you don't go here anymore. Get the fuck out of here. Did you come for the sub? No, I swear. What did I do? Why did I let you talk me into this? Like, I hated that adventure because they actually split us up. They're like, "Oh, you guys came together," and I was like, "Yes." Do I say yes or do I say no? What do I say to them? I was like, and then Melissa's like, "Yeah, of course." She like puts her arm around me, and I'm like, "Yes, we did." What does that mean? They're like, "You can't be together no more because this is supposed to be about making friends," and I was like, "Oh." I'm high and alone, and I bought really, really good weed. That girl, I don't know, she had the good mouth plug and she was able to plug it up, right? Who knows what that girl was up to? That girl. To already be like, maybe she has to be a nun, and she's like, fuck life. I don't know. That girl was strange, but she gave me some good weed. Helped me get through that traumatic experience. I was like, this is why I don't go to school anymore. Why do you need a credit? What is a credit for again? I didn't even make it that far. Get the hell out of there. I did not like school. Right? But I did end up in college early because of it. I mean, I'm not a moron. I didn't like that place either. Listen, I'm weird. Either way, we're here. I'm here. Hold on, let me take a sip. And I'm also drinking Red Bull, so I'm chatty. And my nose is runny. Hold on. Okay. All right. Hello. Oh, no. Hold on. Hold on. Focus. Okay. Okay. So, hello. Okay. And this is what are they up to tonight? Let's spy on your person. I think these are fun. That's always just a what if, right? So, anyways, we have option one, the hyena, option two, the hummingbird, and option three, the horse. So, go ahead and pick your pick, and I'll see you there. It's probably going to be about 25 to 30 minutes per pile. They're a little thick, but not really. So this one's not. So yeah, about 25 minutes for sure. But either way, I'll see you at your pick. Bye. Hold on. I'll take another sip at the risk of having to burp in your face. I have a weird reflection in my mirror. It's coming from my dresser. But either way, okay. Option one, hyena. All right, so I want to say your person. We're going to get some, I don't know, we're going to spy on them. We're like a spider in their home. Your person might actually have spider webs in their home. Or like not that it's like it's dusty or nothing, but like spiders are maybe an issue for this person. I don't know. But either way, that's weird. But we are going to be that spider right now and watch this person, the hyena card. I feel like this person's like night and day. This is someone maybe that has, I want to say, a different side to them. Maybe one you don't know. This is the first thing I thought of when I pulled the card. Okay. So what are they up to tonight? I feel like you don't expect it. I don't know. They're doing something that's unexpected of you, at least. That doesn't mean it's bad. It's just something you don't know. You either don't know this part about them yet, like they haven't like brought it to your attention, or you don't know them well enough, or excuse me, they hide it. I'm not sure. The prayer card, oh my gosh, they might be super duper duper religious. Excuse me, I'm burping. I told you at the risk of burping. Excuse me. I feel like, yeah, no, I feel like Maybe you only saw this person angry. Maybe this person just has a temper issue. Because I'm literally picturing Ned Flanders getting angry. The mountain card, they isolate. I feel like, okay, so your person's all on their own right now. They're like alone. If they live with other people, they're not hanging with them. They're like alone in their room or in their areas or whatever. They're isolated right now. They're doing something though. They're researching, investigating, studying something. I'm not sure. I'm not getting any type of creepiness off of it. So it's like they're just doing something where it requires them to pay attention. So it could even be just focusing on something. But overall, they might also be hunting. But money card. Oh, maybe they're job hunting. Overall, though, Tiger Lily and Mystic Star. It's a security. Choose a safe harbor for now. And harmony in the home and great friendships. So if they're not hanging out with their people, it's not that they're in a bad groove with their people. They're in their grace card. I feel like I don't know, they're fine with their people. The night is still young. As I was gonna say, this seems like it's like sunset hours, or maybe the sun just recently set. Like it's early evening for this person at the time that I'm like tuning in on them. I'm not sure when you actually watch it, but either way, uncertainty. They're uncertain about something. I think they received some type of letter and it makes them uncertain. I feel like they're hesitant to open it. And it might be from their job. Seven of Pentacles. All right. Uncertainty though. I feel like it's a check. Money. I feel like it's money. They're hoping it's money. Or maybe they're waiting on a check. Prayer. They might, I don't know. Something with a check. They have a check. I don't know. I don't know why we care about this. But either way, uncertainty. There's an uncertainty about that letter. They're worried about it, but I feel like it's a check. I don't know. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra or debt. It's check or debt. They feel like the same envelope, same type of envelope for them. I don't know, but either way, they're stressed about it. I don't know. They don't want to bill the money. I guess money's tight for them right now. Maybe the bear card. There's someone that just doesn't like to waste money. If they have money, they don't like to waste it. That's how they have money. They're wise with their purchases. This is someone who's, I don't know. They're feeling like, I don't know, something about their money. Hyena card. Maybe they're very protective over their money. But with security, choose a safe harbor for now. It's making me think of like if they were job hunting, they go back to a job that they used to do that's like safe, like the safe harbor, like it's a fallback job. They know how to do that job easy, so they get the job easy and quick or something. So they're doing that, and I feel like they're only doing it to get money. They want better money. They might be switching jobs. This is pretty, I would say, mundane. But overall, it's Friday night for me. I don't see this is what they're doing. Either way, best possible decision. I feel like they have to. So this is what they're having to spend their time doing. So they're doing responsible things right now. The mountain card, grace. I feel like, or they've been doing that, grace, and I feel like it comes to, I don't know, they're job hunting, and I feel like they finish up. I don't know. That maybe they've already finished up. A win-win outcome is forecasted. Maybe they've gotten a few offers from jobs, whatever, something like this. The letter card. I feel like this might be something from their past employer or something like this, but it's a letter. And they're uncertain about it. But overall, I feel like they're focusing on something in the future, but they're isolating themselves to be secure. I don't know. This person's trying to be secure over their money and themselves. But grace, I feel like they're not trying to let anyone know that they're being so secure. I feel like really strict with themselves and their money. But I feel like it's the bear card. I feel like they're not being like, they're not broke or anything like this. They feel like they're just being very strict. I don't know. Maybe they have a bill, the letter card. Maybe it is a bill. Either way, there's an uncertainty. I feel like they won't open it. In case it's a bill, I feel like they're getting tight with their money. I don't know. That makes them nervous. Either way, they don't want it to be a bill. Why do we care about this? I don't know. It's not about you right now. I feel like, what is it? What are they up to? This is what they're up to. It's the best possible decision for them. But overall, time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So I feel like this person goes through moon cycles. Okay, you saw two sides of the moon there. So I feel like this person is trying to stay home, I guess, and clean up their act to give to themselves. So I feel like this person gives plenty to themselves, but they've stopped giving to others. So this is someone who has money or it's just some type of abundance to them that they share and give energy, anything. And this is maybe a side to them that you don't necessarily see is I want to say them not giving. Them being very, but graceful. They're still graceful. They're kind, but they're not extra giving. So this person's having to take time out. And this is someone who doesn't usually do that. I don't know. But it's the best possible decision. They need to, the bear card, they need to be safe. They need their money safe. And they need to do some type of research. And that's what they're up to. Prayer card. I feel like they're hoping for something. They're wishing on something. They're praying on something. If this person's not religious, I feel like they're just, you know what I mean? Like the expression. You know what I mean? If you want to, like, living on a prayer, maybe. Okay, prosperity. That's what I'm saying. There's a prosperity to this person. So I feel like their finances are fine, but how they handle them is how they handle them, the bear card. Okay, a prosperous business with riches and success. So I feel like they have a great job or they get a better job offer, something like this. They might have to leave a letter of resignation and they don't really want to. They're taking the best possible decision. They're going to take the promotion, whatever promotion it is. If it's switching jobs or staying with another, they're going to take the one that's going to give them the most money. I don't know, prosperity. I feel like this person's just very smart with their choices and things like this. And I feel like the way they treat people, this person's a giver. So I feel like if they have money, they give it. If they don't, I feel like they give effort, something like this. So they're taking time for themselves right now. So this makes me think that they've finished something up and then they take time for themselves. So now I'm looking at the spider card again, and now they're actually like looking into something. I feel like this is a personal person that they're looking into. So now they're thinking on you, maybe you overall. They're thinking on someone, something like this. I feel like this person does a lot of research. This person might be a conspiracy theorist. But overall, and I feel like I don't know, it gives them great riches and success. I don't know. Humility card, though. Flowers are unaware of each other's beauty. They bloom regardless. So I feel like this person is kind of closed up, like a flower's closed, and they just have to bloom. So I feel like they're going home to relax, stretch. I feel like if this person was at work, they're going home to relax, stretch, eat something. You know what I mean? Like I'm picturing like praying while you eat your food, whether this person is religious or not. I feel like that's what it is. They're going to go eat something. I don't know. They're happy for their job. Humility. I feel like they're humble. They have a humbleness to them. So I feel like if this person could have a lot of money, the mountain card, it's like this person that's making me think of the mountain where they store all those old things, all the old documents. I think they even store money in there. So it's like this person has bank, so to speak, or they're capable of it. I'm not sure. This person, you wouldn't know this person's funds. They're locked away like in the mountain. So this person, I don't know, this person's a really good savings. I don't know, this person's really good with their savings. Hyena, I feel like you don't know this about them. If this is someone who's really, really fun natured and you think they're just, I don't know, they just spend a lot of money or something like this. No, I feel like this person is extremely balanced. I'm looking at the Libra scales over there, new moon and full moon in Libra. This person is extremely balanced with finances, specifically letter card. I feel like maybe even with their conversations, but overall, the bear card, I don't know. This person's like a piggy bank. Humility, I don't know. So this is like someone you would never know how much money they have. They're just very humble and I don't know, down to earth. New moon in Virgo. I feel like that this person has to take some self healing. The mystic star. They might actually look at the stars tonight. Might take some time. Spiders, that's what I'm saying. They might see a spider if they go outside, something like this, because spiders are out at night. So maybe this person goes out in the night with the moon. They go to look at the moon. They like the moon, something like this. They might dance. We have the grace card. They do something outside. I don't know. But they're alone the entire time. They go off alone. They do everything alone. But I feel like, okay, stop, slow down. The pace must abate before it's too late. So this person, that's what I'm saying, they're taking a time out. They've been obsessed with something that they're researching, looking into, discovering. I feel like that's all educational and informational for them. It's something for their prosperity and their business, and it could be for their religion. It could be about religion, even like they're looking into things. I feel like conspiracy type things, possibly. I don't know, but overall, I feel like nothing like that. But it's investigating, and I feel like they're having to slow down. They're having to take time out because I feel like it's exhausted them. They're tired. They might even be sleeping right now. Okay, the snake card, Queen of Wands. So I feel like this is maybe someone around them in their life, and that's them. They're that little mongoose right there. So I feel like on top of what they're up to,
they're looking into somebody that they consider to be a snake. Queen of Wands. Oh, I don't know. This is someone that's directly involved in their life, not someone they used to know, something like this. No, no. This is someone I feel like it could be someone that they're trying to date or someone that's trying to date them, or it could just be anything like this, someone that's trying to set them up, something like this. Because this the best possible decision, right? That woman's holding two threads. So there's a sense of choosing one thread, right? So this person is someone that's going to check both threads. So I don't know what thread they're on, but they've checked one thread maybe, and it led to this snake, or they've already checked the first one and they didn't get anything, and then they go to the second one and now it's led to this snake. So they follow leads, and they follow some type of lead. They're down to two leads on something, and they've found it. I don't know. They've led it right to a snake. I don't know. The Queen of Wands. I feel like a lot of you, this person has someone feminine in their life that's just terrible. I don't know what with the mongoose here and the snake. It's the story of David and Goliath, I believe. So it's like this is kind of like a personal battle of them. That's what that personal research is about. They're researching on that, but they've researched two specific individual people. You might be one of the two, okay? But overall, one of them was a terrible snake. Prosperity. They found it. They figured it out. The prayer card. They were working tirelessly on figuring this out. I don't know. I feel like what you don't know about this person. I feel like what they're up to tonight. I feel like lots of researching and investigating. I feel like they go all over, but then they end up the main thing, their personal thing. Now that we've dug through like what they do, like maybe what they talk to you about or something. Now what they're doing personally on the side is figuring out this puzzle of theirs, and it led them to a snake. And the mongoose is fighting the cobra because like mongooses can survive cobra attacks. I feel like they can obviously get killed and like eaten, but they can survive the bite. I don't know, the venom, their bodies are designed for it. So like whoever this person is, this is someone in their life that your person that you're looking into is designed to not, I want to say take down, but overall I feel like to somehow fight. Like this person is somehow tormenting your person, causing issues in their life somehow, right? Like how people call it a karmic. Basically, that's it. Like they've located their karmic, and I feel like after locating them, I feel like they get away from them because I feel like that's how you have to take them down. You have to take whatever control or whatever cycles they're pushing you through that aren't beneficial to you. So that's what this person's doing. They found the best possible decision of who that could be, but they had two people tripping them up. Okay, but they're getting away from that person. They've located it. They know what it is. The Ten of Swords. I feel like if they haven't, they're planning. They're about to. The Mountain card. So I feel like Grace card. If everything is going well with their people, it says right here, harmony in the home and great friendships, security. I feel like it's just them keeping the peace. They're keeping harmony in the home and great friendships. So I feel like if they are taking off, any argument or slaying that this mongoose had to do to the snake, because basically the mongoose the mongoose kill cobras, and the cobras bite them, but the mongoose is designed to kill them. I guess they've adapted to not need their poison. I don't know. I think they eat them. Who knows what they do to these damn cobras? But they fight them often out there in mongoose world. But overall, they've already done this. They're already like so like them moving, like if this person lived with them, so to speak, like just an example, they already have had something, wrapped it all up, and this person's taken off. Do you get what I mean? And it's peaceful. Like now everything is fine. So whatever blow-ups or whatever arguments or whatever fights, whatever battles, and I mean, even if it, no matter how it gets, I feel like them just getting away from that person is all they need. But they do this, and I feel like it's open though. It's prosperity. I feel like this is good for them. Maybe they get a job that takes them away from that person. So it's win-win. You know what I mean? Something like this. Or maybe they're getting kicked out. This is that person that's trying to put them through some type of terrible cycle. They're kicking them out for whatever reason, or they're trying to take something from them. And I feel like your person somehow gets away with them. I feel like, and they use work as their reason. Something like this. They were praying for a job opportunity that maybe pulls them away, and they get it. They take it. I don't know. They figure out the best. They're figuring out the best possible decision for some type of terrible person in their life that they're having to put an end to, like a relationship, something like this. The priest card, okay, with the prayer card. So I feel like someone is very religious here. So it might not be your person. It might be the person in their life that's like, oh, I don't know, controlling them, something like this. But they're dealing with it. Your person is dealing with it. Your person is has a belief system, and I feel like maybe it doesn't align well with this other person. So they end up arguing a lot, clashing. They clash. Okay. But overall, that snake can't kill the mongoose, but the mongoose very well can kill the snake. So eventually that mongoose does kill it. So I feel like all of this has been happening, it's all its own way playing out for this person for a while. And I feel like, but from other people too, like, I don't know, maybe this person had a hard time figuring out who this person was to them. But overall, I feel like they take off. And I feel like with the priest card, it's like, I don't know, it's almost like they take off to just, I feel like maybe this person actually leaves this other person and go live somewhere else. I feel like either way, they're very isolated. This is kind of your person. They're dressed in black. They got a red book in their hand. They could be reading like I said, they might read the Bible, but I feel like this person isn't someone that's like a Bible toter. But I feel like they might study that. So I'm saying they study some type of research, and it includes religion too. So I feel like this person is basically focusing on their research right now while they're preparing to leave. But they're leaving away from this person. I don't know. And then we have MIA bad girls. So overall, I feel like whoever this girl is, this woman, I feel like it's a Queen of Wands. So I feel like majority of you, this is someone, whoever they are, they're battling a woman. So I feel like they're doing it patiently, prosperity. They're trying to do it peacefully, the best possible decision. They're trying to find the best possible way to remove themselves from this person's life gracefully. And they have, I feel like. And the book's about to be closed with that. We have her looking and reading that book, about to close the book on that person. And I feel like, and they get away. And they're happy. They feel thankful for it. And they're all on their own. And they're living on a prayer. I feel like, no, this person's got a great finance to them, but maybe because now, if this is like, say this is a boss, you know what I mean, they want to leave that job peacefully so that, like, I don't know, when they go get a new job, they don't get shat on their resumes, you know what I mean, or their references. They want to be able to maybe still use this person as a reference, something like this, so there's a sense for this person trying to have a peaceful resolution, right? So overall, they do that, and this is a sense of being like jobless, maybe, and they're having to basically just lay low, maybe just do some cheap studies. Maybe they already do this. Maybe this is, as I said, this person doesn't seem to be very they're very frugal. They don't seem to be very spendy. Like they don't really spend much. Their hobbies make them spend no money barely. I don't know, but I mean, so I feel like they're okay. So I feel like whatever savings they've occurred in this job, they're okay with their savings until the next job. And I feel like some of them, they're job searching and they've put in their job applications and now they've moved on to researching. So I feel like if they've already discovered this snake, now they're researching. Who is it that they're researching right now? I feel like you might not know that they're just that great they're a really good researcher. But overall, bad girls, I feel like, okay, if this person's dating anyone, they're researching whoever they're dating right now or someone that they want to date. I feel like this person, if this is a guy, he always ends up dating the Queen of Wands snake, not like just the Queen of Wands that's got some Queen of Cups in her or like an Empress or even a High Priestess. No, no, just like the nasty Queen of Wands. Like this person's a giver. If this is a man's a giver, he's dating women that end up being completely like using. They start like sugar daddy stuff, and this person's not even like a sugar daddy. I feel like they're just a nice person. And if this is a woman, it's the same thing. The person ends up trying to use them for some type of abundance they have. It could be financial, it could be anything. It could be work. You know what I mean? This could be a boss, it could be their work ethic, something. But overall, I feel like they have a side to them that you don't realize it or that you haven't got to know, that's very intellectual, smart, deep, researchive. And if you don't know that about them, I feel like they're extremely fun. I don't know, but I feel like majority of you only know them as fun. But no, this person does a lot of like research. I feel like they just don't talk about it, the mountain card. They keep a lot of their research to themselves. I feel like all the stuff worth talking about. But I feel like this snake in their life, they've already kind of put it where it needs to be, and I feel like life is kind of fixing itself. I see the number three that's making me think of life path threes in like a crisis. Like this person can handle crisis, and I feel like they've navigated it well, and they're navigating their way out of it. They can see where that when and where they leave, and it's all peaceful till then. Not sure, but overall, this person with bad girls, they're like, oh man, this might have been an ex. This might be someone they're dating, they were living with, maybe. Overall, they're like, oh my God, I always date bad girls. But best possible decision. I feel like of those two options, I feel like maybe the other option that they were looking into ended up being a non-bad girl. Maybe that's who they head to. Because with the priest card and the prayer card, if this is a man, which is what it's mostly strongly resonating with, a man dealing with feminine energies, and you're the feminine, you're feminine. I feel like that's most likely you here. You're like the prayer, like the priest here. Like you're not a bad girl at all. You're a good girl. I don't know. And you might be, maybe you're the one who's not religious. I feel like that you have some type of belief system too, spirituality, something. And I feel like they like this, they respect it. This is someone that likes to research and learn about things. So I feel like they know about religion. They might have been raised religious, but overall, they're not bound to religion. I don't know. I feel like, but someone that they were with is. I feel like religion was the thing that bothers them the most. This person couldn't openly talk about anything that wasn't like confined in religion. And I feel like this person likes to explore different things. And for some reason, with you, if this is you now and you're dressed in black, they see you as something terrible. Not you, but whoever this was in their life, this Queen of Wands. They badmouth you basically to this person and try to make you seem like it's all you that's terrible, like this person. So there was a sense of this person falsely angling your person against you, so to speak. So that's why there's like a sense of they had to figure out which one is the best. And I feel like they figured out which one was the worst first, if that makes sense. And I feel like, but they ended up maybe meeting you first. So it's like, I don't know, the first was the best, but they didn't know. They went with the rest, and then the rest ended up being the worst. So then they go back to the best, basically. Or they were already with this person and they met you and you helped them wake up to that and they take off to you. That's only for romantic people. But overall, this person is heading towards someone, whether it's romantic or not. And I feel like it's you. And because you're like a prayer to them, they want to have a conversation with you with things like this. Security, they want to keep you safe. I don't know. Overall, I feel like this is somebody, I don't know. And I feel like if you didn't know that about this person, this is someone who could keep you safe. I feel like physically, if this is a man, physically, if this is a woman, physically, I don't know. Hyena card. There's a sense of duality to this person, but I feel like they don't necessarily hide it. You just might not have got to know them better enough. The mountain card, I feel like they don't just necessarily open up. And I feel like, yeah, slow down. I feel like any bit you know of this person, they slowed down drastically with you. And I feel like it was because of maybe just past experiences. Bad girls, they got a bad, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's only for people that are trying to date this person. They have a bad dating history. Queen of Wands, I feel like that's all they ever date. That's like the only women they're ever around. So whoever this was like another woman like that, whether they were dating them or not. And it was a boss or a relationship or a relative, someone. And overall, I feel like religion was a factor there and they didn't like it. I don't know. They take off towards the priest card here, which isn't really religion, but I feel like they're taking off towards this other sense of religion or faith or another view. And I don't know. They really very much like you. They say that you're not bad at all. They realize it was the other person all along, that you're actually really good. You just wear a lot of black, maybe. Maybe you're dark featured. And a dark features, I mean, they realize basically that you're, I don't know, they thought maybe you had this other person was basically making them think that you had a duality to you. So overall, this person's going to try to get closer to you. I feel like it depends on who this person is to you, but that's how they're getting closer to you. If this was someone you were trying to date, they're going to try to get closer to you for dating. If this was someone that you were just trying to be friends with, like you made that very clear to them, they're like, I don't really want to be your friend. Like you've never tried to date this person. They're just trying to be your friend again. If this is someone you've dated and like had sexers with, like y'all dated like this and things like this, like I don't know how far it went. They're trying to get back. Basically, this person's trying to get back to wherever y'all were. And I feel like overall, it's because this person really enjoys your conversations. Humility, I feel like you humble them. This is someone who studies a whole bunch of things and they love to hear everything that you have to say. And I feel like, and you don't talk about it necessarily with a lot of people, But whatever you've talked about with this person, it humbled them and made them feel good. They found prosperity in you. You ended up giving to them when they were empty. And I feel like you didn't even know or try. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this person might have fell for you. Slow down. They had to slow down with you. And I feel like they had to handle this person. I feel like this person was making them slow down too and poisoning everything that they were thinking. But they weren't, just because they were getting poisoned at what they thought of you doesn't mean that it was sinking in, because this is the mongoose. So all the poison didn't settle. It all processes, they think on it, and then they go back to relying on their prayer and their priest, like their beliefs, that they believe you. This person is a believer in you. They believe things you say, they believe you. Whatever you tell this person, they're going to believe you. And I feel like you're very isolated because a lot of people don't necessarily believe the stuff you talk about. It's a red book. So I feel like you might go against people's beliefs or something like this. And this person, I feel like maybe you don't. You just might discuss things like this. This person is open to it, wants to know more about it. I feel like they're driving their ship to you, like, let's talk. I don't know. This person wants to know all about all the things you know. And this person, the thing is that what makes them humble is this person is really smart. And it's not about your intelligence or how much you know. It's just the fact that they met someone else that cares enough to spend that much personal time knowing that without even really sharing it to anybody. It's just personal. You just personally want to know these things. So they like that basically if this person is researching something, they feel like they could discuss it with you. You'll know where to tell them what to do. Like you'll have random insight for them. So I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. They just cannot. They're like, listen, it's one of those people, they're like, where they tell their people, if they met someone that they like, and then there's someone in their life that's very important to them, a queen of wands in their life, is telling them, nope, they're terrible for you. This person is basically saying, like, well, if that person's bad, I don't want to be right. This person's basically choosing you over those other people, regardless of what you actually are, because this person believes you to be non-bad at all. The prayer card they see is the answer to their prayer. They've actually like maybe wished or prayed for someone that they could just talk to about all the cool stuff that they know, that wants to hear about it or that can contribute to it, or that they want to see someone that knows more about the things, and you know what I mean, someone to socialize this card with. They have it and you have it. Y'all share that card and they gravitate right to it. I feel like it makes this person jealous in their life overall. Maybe they like you a lot, and the person just gets maybe just attention jealous overall. And I feel like, but it allows them to expose who they are in this person's life. If they were a snake, like this David and Goliath card here, then they weren't meant to be. They're never really going to be a friend for this person. They have to get away from them. So I feel like them just meeting you, conversating with you, and things like this has helped pull them away from that person, which helped them get less toxicity and like help them detox a lot. You detox this person, I guess, by discussing things with you. You help this person pull out of whatever that was going on there. They had them toxic, and now they're not. And they're coming over to you, I guess, to talk about things. Hyena card, I don't know, they think about you a lot at night, so they're probably thinking about you right now. The prayer card, I feel like maybe this might be someone that humiliated you or hurt your feelings or something, or at least they think that's how you feel of them. So this is kind of maybe someone you had a falling out with. Overall, they worry that you might not want to talk to them when they come back. They're following, but I feel like they're getting signs to talk to you. So this person might come back and talk to you tonight, maybe not, but overall, I feel like they're thinking on that. Right, like, by the end of their night, they're thinking on, should I contact them? Would they, um, would they let me talk to them? How would that go? And I feel like your person's going to eventually have no choice but to talk to you because they wished for you, they prayed for you, and they're gonna have to, I don't know, put their pride aside to talk to you again. Something like this. If there's an apology to be had, I feel like they're gonna somehow muster a way to give it. Overall, I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Okay. I'm happy that the lag fixed. This is perfect. Okay. Option 2, the hummingbird. Okay. So, what are they up to tonight? Okay, let's spy on your person. What's your person up to? They could be up to anything. I feel like if it's exciting, it's fun, they're having a great time. Now, I don't know who this person is to you. If this is someone you're dating, I hate to say it, but they're most likely trying to get laid. Now, if this is just someone you know or someone you're interested in, this is what they're up to. All right. Now, are they going to get laid? I don't know. We have the spider card. This is making me think of someone who went out and the goal is to try to maybe date. Hummingbird. They're excited. They're going to give dating a try. The siren card. Okay, so whoever this person is, oh my God, they're probably so pretty. But if this is a man, oh, they're probably so pretty. I don't know. This is a man you would call pretty. I don't know. They have pretty features. They have a nice face, something like this. They have a pretty face, male or female, but they're very shy. Okay, they're like an Ariel, well, male or female. They're no, I don't know. They're like, who am I kidding? I'm not this type of person. So your person's not this type of person, but they are very much the hummingbird. They're this, the hummingbird mixed with the siren. They're a mixture of this. They're very bright and excited, and they got a lot of things they want to do, but oh, did they hide away? Okay, so I feel like they might have pumped themselves up to go do something and plans get canceled. They're happy. I feel like this is someone who's happy if plans get canceled, or they end up just canceling the plans. Like they ditch. I don't know. They ditch. They find a way to ditch. Okay. The spider card. I feel like they might just stay home and watch TV. This is like someone that would fake being sick, things like this. So overall, they might go out and just go home early. Hold on, my earplugs are messing up. Okay. So divine guidance. Okay, so this person, they feel guided to stay home. This is someone maybe also. So here's a turnaround, people. If you are dating this person, this is someone who usually does go out super excited and goes out there and gets laid and starts, sits at the bar maybe or goes wherever they're going. They're on the lookout for, okay, the frog card. This person's very, I want to say dry, not like literally physically, like they can't get a hard on or they can't get wet. No, no. I feel like their sex drive is plenty fine. It's just the frog card. I feel like they're empty a little. They need rain. They need the sex. They need the sexual healing, right? So they have a lot of empty sex. And they're admitting this. This is like what they're up to, right? A lot of them are out there trying to look for empty sex, but yet they stay home. Divine guidance. They're guided to stay home. So if you have started dating someone new and this is them, they're staying home tonight. This is a party animal, though. I will tell you this. They're a party animal. So, whoever this party animal is, they did not go out tonight and they've been guided to stay home. So, if you're not dating this person, I feel like regardless of why they stayed home, they're staying home. They felt guided to. Whispers from the beings who shine, let their messages be clear and kind. Something scared them, something spooked them, literally. They're excited about going out, but then I don't know, something like makes them literally hide away right away. I don't know. Divine guidance. So they're like going out and then they say, oh God, no, that's a sign. I need to stay home. I don't know. Whispers from the beings who shine. So maybe something from the sky. They see something in the sky, maybe. They're looking up at some octopus tentacle or a thorn branch, a vine. I can't tell. But overall, and some clouds. I don't know. They cancel the plans. I feel like your person cancels the plans. Even if the plans get canceled, they saw it as divine guidance. Thank God. I don't know. This person is happy. It makes me think this person pumps themselves up to go out, and they kind of really don't. But I feel like they do this because, like I said, they're trying to fill a void. They feel like having sex is going to fill this void. All right. And I feel like it doesn't. Some of them, they never get to have sex, but they very much want to. And then, but some of them they don't. So this person is kind of like dick tease, male or female. This is a dick tease, cock tease. They're gonna tease you with their dick, or you're gonna get teased. Your dick's gonna get teased. All right. So that's what this person ends up being. But I feel like no, they have every ambition and every thought and motivation to do it, but then they get stressed. Divine guidance. They like to stay home and just relax instead. I don't know, they get cold feet. Right? So you and your loved ones are safe. So yes, there's a sense of feeling stressed and unsafe. Divine guidance, something spooks them. Like they're worried that something bad's gonna happen. They get a premonition, they get a thought. This person might be psychic. Overall, so this person follows their gut. They follow their gut, their instinct. So they get an instinct and they say, never mind, I'm not going out. And I feel like a lot of this person isn't dating anyone. So if this is someone you are dating, I feel like they're not telling anyone about you. You're not even on their mind right now. But that's only if you're actually dating this person. Like y'all talk and you have plans. Maybe you're the person they have plans with. This is what happened. I feel like, no, no, they don't want to date you. I don't know. You scared them. You scared them. Something. You make this person hide. This person's extremely timid. This person's a spider card. I feel like they could kill you. Like, like this person is someone that can kill you with one bite, one shot, one kill type shit. I'm literally picturing the little red violin. Yes, picturing that type of spider. This is a spider that can bite you and kill you. But they're a spider that doesn't want to. Most spiders do not do this. They hunt and eat. That's all they do. So I feel like this isn't someone who's like a scaredy cat. I feel like they're just guided not to date you, if that's the case, if you are someone you're dating. But overall, for everyone else tuning in, this person's guided not to date, not to go out with someone. I'm guessing a date. All right, but you and your loved ones are safe. Maybe they got threatened. I think they got threatened, and I feel like I don't know, they felt threatened. They feel threatened by something. They did some type of research, and now they're like, forget it. No, thank you. That's a threat. That's a danger. It's going to mess with their family somehow. New moon in Cancer. All right, you and your loved ones are safe. I feel like this person just likes to keep people safe. So I feel like this person's a party animal, but they get very serious. Okay, so that makes me think that maybe this person had plans to go out and do something real fun, but then something has to stop them. They have to cancel their plans and they have to run off. All right? You and your loved ones are safe. They have to make sure everyone is safe. They have to do something. I don't know. Their loved ones. I feel like this person's single. I don't know. They have some type of scare about their loved ones. The bear card and the mountain. I feel like this person's isolating themselves. They're I don't know. So I feel like you're not going to be able to get a hold of this person right now. Security and the bear card, yeah, no, they're taking care of something. Oh, but 10 of wands. I feel like whatever it is, it comes to a conclusion. So I feel like this person might end up still going out for the night. But overall, I feel like this is kind of like they have big plans and then they're like, oh shit, this happened. Oh my God, something happens. This person has to run off and take care of something. A lot of you, they get cold feet and they make an excuse. And it's because they're scared about something. I literally feel like a threat. They feel threatened. I don't know. Be careful where you place your passions. As I'm saying, this person desire. Okay, so overall, this person, the siren, I feel like this person senses that whoever they're going to go out with does not have good plans for them. And they don't. So I feel like them picking up on it allows the person who was taking them out, the siren, there's a siren in their life. The siren's not a really nice person. I feel like they do witchcraft, something like this. So they realized that they got invited out to someone, the Hummingbird. They were excited about going out with that person. But then they got a realization, oh no, wait, what if that person's trying to do this? That person, because the siren card that invites them out, picks up on this because they do magic or they spy on them somehow. They pick up on it that they're thinking that could happen. So now that siren runs off, cancels plans with them. They were super excited. They see this as, oh gosh, I must have been right. But at least me and my loved ones are safe. So I feel like majority of you, this isn't a date now. I feel like, well, it is a date, but I feel like it could be romantic, but only if this is a man. If this is a man, it's a romantic thing. And if it's so it's a date, and they decided not to date that woman because they realized, oh my God, this person's some type of witch. I don't know. They got guidance. They woke up to it, and I feel like they told themselves, if they cancel on me, I'm right, and they canceled something like this. You know what I mean? And they play it safe. So I feel like if this person ends up not canceling on them, they still just say, you know what? No, I'm just gonna stay home. All right. That's why I said this person follows their instinct. Okay. So overall, desire. I feel like they wanted to go out. They desire going out still. Divine guidance, but not with that person. They're like, nope, not with that person. I can't go out with that person. Self-confidence. They might go off on their own somewhere. Yeah, they actually might. The hummingbird's alone, and so is the spider. But I feel like if they do this, it's not for romance. Okay. Strong self-belief and a sense of self-worth. So some of you, this person was trying to someone was trying to date them, and there was some type of con artist. They were doing some type of illusions on them, and they woke up to it, and they believed in themselves, and they have a lot of sense of self-worth. So I feel like whoever this person was kind of insulted your person's appearance or something. They did something, and I feel like it hurt this person's feelings, even self-confidence. They have to like remind themselves that they're worth something. That person wasn't good. That person was fake. That person was a witch. That person was something terrible. That person was You know what I mean? Whoever, male or female, they were not, they were conning them somehow. So they're like, I got to be more certain of where I place my passions. Okay, self-confidence. So I feel like right now, like if they had plans, it's Friday night, they got plans. I feel like they got some type of weird insight and they're like, oh no, what if that's going to happen tonight? And then their plans somehow get canceled. Some of you, the person is canceled. They cancel with someone or they get canceled on. But either way, they wanted to go out. They still desire going out, but they'd rather be safe. Rather be safe than sorry. So they do some other type of desire. They're picking up, but they're doing something else. And we have self-confidence card. So strong self-belief and a sense of self-worth. So I feel like this person's focusing on them, and I feel like they're not allowing this person, whatever this person said to them or did to them, they're not allowing that person to hurt their feelings. I don't know, the hummingbird. They're the hummingbird at the end of the day, but they're very shy. So they're bright and bubbly, but keep to themselves. And they'll run off and go be safe. I don't know. They'll go be the bear. They'll go from the hummingbird, all bright and happy and excited, and looking for somewhere to have sex, to being the bear, like all quiet, no sex needed, and security. Got to protect things. Okay, so the woods card. Be like excuse me, be like the woods, calm, soothing, and mysterious, and full of life. So that's what I'm saying. This person might actually go out on their own. I feel like this is someone who's tough enough to go out on like a walk in the evening or in the mornings or at any time of night. I feel like, and they do desire. So this person goes out to do something that they desire. I feel like it involves leaving the house, but maybe not too far. The woods, it might involve the woods or just something in nature. But I feel like they do it all on their own. And I feel like maybe they go and spy on this person, the siren card, whoever canceled plans on them. Maybe they go off and they're like, you know what, let's go see who this person is and see what they canceled it for. Maybe they decide to go investigate that person. And I feel like with self confidence, I feel like it's just for them to reassure themselves. And I feel like all it does is make them realize that their guidance, their divine guidance, the whispers from beings who shine, the thought that they crossed their mind was real. Like that was insight that they thought of themselves, I feel like. And, or someone gave them this message. Someone just said this to this person and they picked up on it like, oh no, like someone triggered this person's anxiety and it might have been themselves. It might have been their own thoughts. But overall, this person wants to clear their thoughts and clear their mind. They like this person. They're like, I can't, no, I don't know. They give this person a second chance by going and investigating this person. So what is this person up to tonight? Okay, they're doing like us. They're spying on somebody. Literally, I feel like in person. This is like a stakeout, guys. Okay, I got my drink. Hold on, I got my Red Bull. Okay, I'm with you right now. I'm with your person. Okay. Are there binoculars? Maybe. I don't know. But your person's, I want to say, deeply looking into researching someone. So this is somebody who either has connection to do actual research. I want to say criminal research. They either have a connection to look into criminal research, or they are that connection and they can look into the criminal research themselves. This person is the spider card. They can do, they can research anybody. Background check, criminal check, things like this. They're doing this to this person. And I feel like if this person, the siren, they expect them to be a siren, so they're going over there just to thoroughly check. I feel like because they very much like this person, the siren, they don't want to believe it. They don't want to believe that. They want desire. They want this girl. They like this girl. So if anything, this is maybe someone that just disappeared in their life, and it might not be recent. But overall, they had an elusive girl in their life and they're researching them and they desire this girl. So this is why they're even researching them, even though they've basically got the guidance to run away from them. Self-confidence. I feel like because they were guided to this girl, if this isn't a girl, but you know what I mean, switch the labels. But right now I'm picturing a guy who was guided to a girl and then they get scared because of maybe some bad insight or like some type of threats or something and they think it's this girl, there's a chance it could not be. They look deeper into it, literally, and they're doing it tonight. So I don't know when this girl was in their life, but something a hummingbird, I feel like it's dampering them. I don't know. They want to know so they can go back to being the hummingbird. They were the hummingbird for this person. And I feel like this person's the bear all the time. This person is a bear. This person's alone. The mountain card, I don't know. This person probably doesn't even care to have sex. The money card, they might have a lot of money. They just the security, or they're just good with their finances. I feel like they're fine with them. But then they meet this siren. Oh, and it's like the Odyssey of Homer. It lured him in, you know? And the hummingbird, it turned them into the hummingbird. This is something in them that they've always been, but they haven't felt like that in a long time. They're like, oh my God, I haven't felt this excited about a person in a long time. So, but then oh God, this you and your people are safe, gotta run away, divine guidance. They're guided not to go near this person. So they don't. But then they keep desiring this person. Self-confidence. They really think that they're confident in the fact that they picked the right type of person. The woods card, they go ground. So I feel like this person goes off on their own to some type of wilderness. It could just be like on a walk through a park, but be like the woods, calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life. I feel like, and they do hummingbird. They maybe meet some people while they're out. Someone might flirt with them even, but I feel like they pay no attention to it. My earplugs are dying. But this helps with their confidence boost, okay? Because they want confidence to talk to this siren again. I don't know, they're spying on them. So overall, I think they go spy on this siren, and I think that they see that they were wrong. We have the Tower card. They see this maybe. They go see that this person's alone. There's a Rapunzel sense to this person. So I feel like with the Mountain card, it's making me think that they match. Okay, so they spy on somebody, they're spying on someone, and I feel like that's a feminine energy. That's the siren card. That's whoever ran from them or hid from them, or they felt like, I don't know, they got bad, I don't know, but they're desired to go investigate. Maybe they want to go talk to this person. They're not necessarily going to stalk them and get some binoculars, but they're going to go pop up on this person somehow. Some of them are just going to watch, some of them are actually going to go knock, right? But overall, that's what they're doing. But they feel guided to do it, and they feel safe to do it. So they feel like it's fair. So this person might have looked into them, and or at least they think they did overall, or they feel threatened. They feel like they need to research this person. So they do for protection, literally. Security, Tiger Lily. Choose a safe harbor for now. I feel like this person cancels on you so that they can spy on you and see what you do if you are the siren. Okay? It's easier to anchor it that way. But either way, whoever the siren is, they get canceled on by the siren, or they cancel on the siren, and it's because of some bad stuff going on in their head. They've got the song "In Your Head" party favor. So as I'm saying, this person likes to party, but they don't party often. They're too shy to party, but they do party here and there, and they want to party with the siren, which I'm guessing is you. So I'm gonna say it's you either way. If you're a man, I feel like you're not that person, but either way, you could be. But they want to party with you, but then they're guided not to. They want to just stay safe, so they do. But then in their head, they can't get out of their head. So they canceled plans with you. So then they're like, you know what? Or plans got canceled. They want to research it more. They go looking into it. Self confidence. I feel like it gives them a confidence boost. So this person, if you are the person if you are the siren in this card, this person might come back and ask you out on another date. And I feel like it's because, yeah, no, they're sad. They're down. They feel like they shouldn't have canceled. They regret canceling, or they regret letting fear make them, you know what I mean? They regret letting you and your loved ones are safe, new moon and Cancer and divine guidance. They regret letting that guide them away from them, the siren. But overall, they're attracted to that siren. They keep trying they can't stop thinking about them. It's even got them sad. They're really down. They don't want to believe what they've heard or what they've been guided to do. They don't want to do any of that. So I feel like they go do their own research, and I feel like they come. Some of them, I feel like then they're sad. I don't know. So your person's down right now. I feel like it's because this is what they see. They see that person's just all on their own. It's crooked. Sorry. I know. I'm the worst with the cards. But anyway, they see that the person's all on their own. They're kind of just isolating. And this might even be the siren. They look down even. So I feel like whoever this is, whoever they go and check out, maybe they go to visit them and they just see them in the yard or something like this, or at home in their window, or they knock on the door. I don't know. They go to see this person, whether that person knows they're coming or not, and whether or not they plan on knocking on the door or not. But they go to see this person and they see them at like this, basically. And this causes this person to be down. They basically thought that the other person canceled on them to go do something else. Hummingbird. I don't know. But they basically realized that they were probably wrong. I don't know. Maybe they just were upset or stressed. I don't know. Or maybe someone played a game on them, a trick on them, a siren. There is some type of illusion here. So there's a reason why they misunderstood the siren, if that's you. But overall, I feel like they desire that person. They see it as they're not a terrible sea witch like Ursula. They see them as Ariel, the sweet princess. You know what I mean? That's what they're hoping for. But they worry that they ended up with an Ursula, like a sea witch. I don't know. The birds. There's the sense of gossip. Okay? So overall, this person looks down and then there's a lot of chatter. So some of you, this person's heading over there, they're going to see that person's down and they're going to talk to them. They're going to want to talk to them in my head. They're going to somehow party favor. Ooh. Okay. I hope that worked. But either way, they're going to somehow be guided to go back to this person. I feel like tonight, they do this tonight maybe. They go investigate, they go check something out. They somehow get guidance in their head. Literally, this is someone who has thoughts, intrusive thoughts maybe. They get intrusive thoughts and they follow it. So now they got intrusive thoughts to run from you, basically. Whether it was someone who put those thoughts there or they thought of them themselves, they followed it. Then they get called back. You're in their head if you're the siren. Desire, self-confidence, the woods. They feel like, I don't know, maybe you guys go on walks, maybe you guys camp together. They remember about, I don't know, there's a sense of grounding and being grounded with each other. So this is someone that you have had conversations with, like voice, video chats, in person, dating, things like this. It's something they know how to see you in person. This is someone in your personal life. So overall, I feel like you're in their head. So they come and check it out. And I feel like the intention is to go and talk to the person, is to go and talk to you because they're down. So I feel like some of you, you're down if you're the person when they come to see you. And I feel like you would want them to come and talk to you if you're the siren. This is Rapunzel letting down her hair. She's like, you know what I mean? You would invite them in maybe and talk. So a lot of you, this person's heading over to go visit somebody that they feel like they've misjudged or were misguided away from. And now with their in my head and divine guidance, I feel like they're guided to go back, just like how they were guided to get away. They follow that guidance, whether it's back and forth, whatever, and they see it as they desire you, so they do go back. They do want that you're worth the second glance, basically. And they do this, and I feel like they see that you're very fun and party, and I don't know, you have a great time, but you're just shy. They see you're just like them, basically. So they're just very shy and timid. And overall, they're down about rejecting you, I guess. If you're someone they've rejected, they're down about it. But they did it so that they would be safe. They're hoping you're going to understand divine guidance. They're probably not going to explain it all to you about how they have intrusive thoughts and they were all stressed out and guided not to. They might actually try to say that someone told them that. But I feel like this person, I feel like follows intuition first and foremost. So, but when they're just trying to have fun, they don't really pay attention to any of this because, like I said, this is someone who's very tough. They can handle themselves. So this is about their heart. You can't really keep that safe. You know what I mean? It's something in your mind. You know what I mean? And this person, I feel like, is in their mind a lot. And I feel like you're on their mind. If you're the siren, if you're that person, if you're resonating as that person, you're on their mind a lot tonight. And they might go take off eventually and check you out. I don't know. And I feel like if you're not down, they're definitely down because they're wrong overall. They think that you canceled on them because of partying or something like this or having better plans, but you're really off on your own doing nothing, being down. So maybe you're going through something private and you canceled on this person and they just don't trust you. But overall, this also could be from the past and they're just coming over to check on you now. I don't know why. They feel safe. They realize they're wrong. They're guided back to you. So overall, this person's guided to somebody and they go visit them. And I feel like it ends up with a nice conversation. I don't know. I feel like it lifts them both. If both of them are down, like say it's you, if y'all are down, both of y'all, it uplifts you. You guys end up having a really fun party night. I don't know. You guys are very happy that y'all bumped into each other, that they came over, that they called, that they tried to reconnect, that you have a conversation. They're very happy that it happens. You're very happy that it happens. The people involved are happy. So it turns the frown upside down. So even if just one person is unhappy, I feel like it fixes all that. Either way, it's all because this person is actually probably going to go out, leave the house, and go physically, I feel like, view somebody, knock on their door, go talk to them, something like this. They desire answers, or they got answers, and they desire that person, so they're going to, I feel like, make their way over there and have a conversation. I don't see anything sexual. So overall, so uncertainty, I feel like, and win-win outcome, I feel like they just have a really great conversation. Grace card, they patch everything up. The mountain card, I feel like they don't stay the night. The bear card, I feel like no sex happens. Money card, I feel like there's no, I don't know. The money card, maybe they spend some money. Maybe they eat. Maybe this person pays them for something. Maybe this person owes them money. You owe them money. I don't know. There's a sense of, I don't know, an exchange, but it's like a fair exchange, win-win outcome. So if this person owes you a favor, they give you the favor. I don't know. There's a sense of making an agreement, something like this. And the night is still young, so I think maybe you guys go out together. So this is kind of like when a couple argues because someone cancels, and then the other person comes by to apologize about canceling, and they end up going back out and having a really good night. And harmony in the home and great friendships. I feel like they patch up a friendship, but overall, I feel like this is someone they said like goodbye to. They might have wrote them a letter like, "Hey, sorry, no, this isn't gonna work." I don't know, something like this. And I feel like they're just very, very, very overprotective of their heart. The spider card, I feel like they're very triggery. This person triggers. So I feel like you triggered them or they triggered you. People got triggered. And I feel like overall, though, eventually, I feel like it's the man. The man goes over to the woman, and I don't know, it helps him figure everything out. That basically, I don't know, it was just bad guidance. It was just nerves. It was something. Overall, yes, and I think it's because it has to do with love and like romance. I don't know. So I feel like if anything, maybe you guys agree just to be friends because you guys are just maybe better friends. Party favor. You guys are just better at having a good time, partying, going and doing things. Overall, that's what this person's up tonight. I don't know. They're following a desire, and I think it leads them to someone's home. But it's for the best for both of them. I feel like both of them end up leaving with a great friend at the end of the day. And I feel like, but overall, they might not even be for dating ever. It was a siren card. It was an illusion. I don't know who that person is. So, I hope you have a good reading. I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Oh, it was long. Dot, dot, dot. I'm the captain now. Captain of what? Of the ship. Kiss him on the lip. Okay. Option 3, the horse. Okay. So, what's your person up to? Whatever the fuck they want. This person, I don't know, they do something different maybe every night. They might do the same thing every night. This person is extremely spontaneous. The night is still young. I feel like this person stays up late. If it's like midnight, they're like, it's early. Okay. I feel like, but yet, I don't know, security. I feel like this person, as wild as they are, I feel like they're very protective of themselves. Oh, the vessel card. Okay. So I don't know who this person is, but they ain't doing hanky pankies. Whatever they're off going and doing. All right. The mountain card. I feel like a lot of them stay home, but they will do whatever the hell they want. I feel like maybe they do a lot of different things at home. Uncertainty. This person's uncertain. They don't know what they want to do. The spider card. They're just hanging out, doing nothing. Grace card. I feel like they might dance a little, listen to some music. Okay. The bear card. I feel like this person is just chilling at home. The vessel. They're like, I don't know. This person, there's a sense of this person not liking to go out because of feeling invaded on like the vessel card. I feel like, I don't know, the protection, the security. I don't know. It's a hassle for this person to go out. They're like, forget it. They'd rather stay home. Okay, the imagination card. This person likes to play with their imagination. So what's this person doing now? Okay, they could be doing any arts and crafts. They could be doing puzzles. They could be playing video games. They could be doing watching movies. They could be writing a book. They could be writing poetry. They could be doing this person's doing all sorts of things. It's like I asked them, "What are you up to right now?" They're like, "Whatever the fuck I want." That's literally what they told me. And I'm like, "Can you not be so sassy?" They're like, "But it's the truth. I'm kind of just sitting here doing nothing, and this is what I want to do." So I feel this person ain't doing nothing, but they're playing with their imagination and they're working their imagination. Okay. Ah, these cards are bouncing. Okay. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So this person has a personal issue, clearly, and it's reached resolution or it's reaching resolution. This person doesn't like to go out alone. That's what it is. This person's super fun, super night owl, whatever. Mountain card. Super tough, super durable, whatever. Uncertainty. They don't like to go out. It makes them uncertain. The bear card. They have to be the bear when they go out. And the money card, it makes me think of people robbing them or something like this. Like there's a sense of security. This person has like they don't like to have to sit there and be secure all the damn time. So I feel like this person going out at night, specifically at night, causes them an insecurity and uncertainty. And this is making me think of headlights. So if this person walks around and late at night, oh God, whoever this person, I feel like if this is a woman, she walks around at night and like people might actually talk to them about prostitution or something like this. Like they worry that this is a concern of them. That means it's happened to them. Like probably who knows how many times. Guys try to pick this person up, maybe offer them rides, things like this. I don't know. It's something about this horse look. They got a look to them that's very good looking. This person's good looking, male or female, and I feel like they got very nice hair. So overall, I feel like whether they tie it up or not, I feel like they just have nice hair, whether they got short hair or not. If they got, I don't know, whoever it is, they have a nice hair on them. And this somehow makes people attracted to them. But overall, they have to be the bear when they go out. And they just don't want to go out. I feel like in the daytime, sure, but at night, I feel like it's too much. They're even worried about getting robbed. Security is on this person's mind. All right. But what are they doing right now? What are they up to tonight? Just hanging out. They're like, leave it to your imagination. They're almost like flirting with you. I feel like this person's a little bit of an asshole. And I feel like, but so far, I feel like it's because they like know I'm asking and like they don't want to talk to me about it. I don't know. I feel like they almost want to tell me I ain't doing shit. I could do whatever I want, but I'm not doing shit right now. And I don't plan on doing shit at all tonight. No cards needed. They're like, so imagine whatever you want. They're like, imagine me walking down the street, or imagine me doing whatever you think you might imagine me doing, the vessel card. They're like, it's up to you. It's your imagination. It ain't real. They're like, reality? I'm just sitting at home. This person's like bored, dusty. They're like the spider card. It's like making me think of blowing dust and having cobwebs places. The frog card. This person is extremely bored. They don't do nothing. But they're the horse. I feel like you take this person anywhere and you're gonna have a fucking good time with them. I don't know. But they have to be the bear too much. When the vessel card pops out and they have to be protective over the vessel, then they have to turn into the bear. So unless they're out with a bear, they can't be the horse. So they don't like going out. The grace card, they're happy at home. They can't be graceful out in public. They have to be the bear. You know what I mean? So whoever this is, I feel like they feel like they can never just be free. And if they do try, I feel like the vessel card, people approach them and with imagination, they don't like what people think of them. People have terrible imagination on this person. It's never accurate. So a personal issue reaches resolution. This is stopping. I don't know. This person might have a friend. Overall, I feel like tonight they're not doing a damn thing, literally. But when they do things, I feel like they're letting me know when I do things. This person's sassy. They must be psychic. But overall, a personal issue reaches resolution. They're like, don't worry, I'm going to solve that problem. This person's looking for a bear. 10 of Wands. They're like, if this is a woman, they're looking for a man. If this is a man, I feel like they're looking for a buddy. You know what I mean? They're looking for someone like I don't know, a partner, a butt buddy, something like this, male or female. And I feel like, and they're gonna find that full moon in Cancer, maybe a relative, but overall, someone like a relative. Crocus, breathe, calm, rest, stop, and just be. So I feel like that's done tonight. They're doing nothing. They're calm, they're resting, they're stopping, and they're just being. Any going out that they do, I feel like it's either on their own or with some type of bear figure, a friend. Like this person's not dating, so it's all friends. This person's like hands off. No one's touching this person's body. So it's like this imagination card is making this person's like, leave it to your imagination. I'll be doing whatever you want. They'll tell you, I'm doing this, and this is the picture they send you. Look at me, I'm painting. And they feel like they would tell you that, and you would still like imagine them doing the absolute opposite. So this person is someone who's just not interested in trying to prove what they're doing, but they're literally doing nothing. And I feel like they just sit around. I feel like they sit around at home all day. Grace card. I don't know. This person's really graceful. Uncertainty, though. They're uncertain about something in their life. The breathe card. And Mystic Star. Harmony in the home and great friendships and security. Choose a safe harbor for now with the vessel. So this person just is like, I don't like drama. I don't know. This person would rather stay home. Uncertainty. They'll only go out if they know it'll be drama free or comfortable. If they have some type of bear with them. I don't know. They would even pay for this person. This is making me think of somebody wanting to buy like just a friend or a bodyguard or something like this. Like if this is a woman, they're most likely, or a small man. Okay, if it's a feminine, really tiny feminine woman, like maybe even someone younger, I don't know. They're trying to do something at night and they need a bodyguard type thing. They need a buddy. They need just a buddy system, or like they just need another person with them, just another presence. But they want them to be the bear card. They want them to actually be tough in case something actually happens. They need them to be the bear. They're the bear, but they can't be the bear to do what they're trying to do. So this person has something they were trying to do tonight. It involves their imagination. They want to go out. I feel like they want to do this every night, but they have no one to go do it with. And they sit at their mountain like this. It's like they're sitting, staring out their window, looking, right, offering. They might even be actually like trying to hire somebody for this. It's like trying to hire the perfect bodyguard or something, or just perfect match. Like if this is a man, he's trying to find someone who can handle it like them, male or female. They can handle the situation while they go do this free horse thing. It might be something with dancing. We have the grace card. This person might be dancing. Imagination. Overall, this person is doing a whole lot of shit at home alone. So they're like, you can imagine whatever you want, but it's nothing with the vessel, like anyone touching them. So I feel like if you're dating this person, they're a little angry that you're looking into them. But I feel like overall they're mad that they can't hang with you. They're trying to do something. So this is if like if this is someone you started dating, they're trying to see if you're that good person for this. I don't know. But breathe, calm, rest, stop, and just be. They're patient. They're trying to do something. They have a hobby. They have a project, something, and it involves nighttime, imagination, and grace. I feel like this person, uncertainty. They're uncertain of when they're gonna go, and I feel like that they want to go. They'll go any night. They want to go any night. The horse. This is a free horse, but they need that bear with them. They won't go alone. It's too dangerous for them. The vessel card. No. Breathe. I feel like whether it's safe or not, it stresses this person out too much. I don't know. The anchor card. Yeah, no, they're just staying home tonight. So if they told you they were going out, they decided not to. And I feel like it's because they don't have no one to go with. Security. They need a security guard. They need someone to do this. And I feel like they're looking for someone who's just sitting alone on their mountain and is bored and is able to hang with them. They're like, I'll pay them. I know this person might put a Kijiji ad or something, but overall, they're trying to find that person. But they're taking their time. Personal issue reaches resolution. I feel like they're might maybe they're a little too busy and I don't know, but maybe they have moments when they can. So they think, oh, I wish I could call up someone and ask them if they're busy tonight. And I feel like they have no one to call. So eventually they're going to try to find this person. I don't know. They're going to offer the person money, whoever they are. They're going to offer them something, food, something. They're going to say, they're going to pay for this person's company somehow. They're going to make sure to bring food, drinks. If this person smokes. things like this. Like, I don't know, they're going to host this person while they do this. They're trying to do something, and I feel like they see it as they're going to pay them somehow, barter something. I don't know. A win-win outcome is forecast. I feel like they find that person, but they don't have it tonight though. The mice card, okay? This person hears something about someone. So I feel like they find someone. It might have been you. I don't know. They heard some gossip. They changed their mind. Maybe they heard gossip about what they were trying to do. They need to recalibrate it. Maybe it has nothing to do with the bear card or whoever they're trying to figure out. Overall, I feel like this stirs their imagination and makes this person stressed. This person is a free wild horse, but they have an anxiety disorder. And then the spider card, they go recluse. I don't know. They get some bad gossip about something. The anchor card. I feel like they were going to go do it. Maybe tonight. They were leaving to go do it. They had a friend, and then I don't know, they hear something bad about the weather. Maybe the weather. The weather relates to this. This person needs the right weather to do this. It's outdoors. So that's okay. So I guess maybe they had a plan and then it got rained on. All right. Overall, I feel like they almost did it. Uncertainty. They were a bit uncertain, I guess, about the person they were bringing. So I don't know. They heard bad gossip maybe about the person, so then they decided not to breathe. They had to ground. Imagination. They got to overpower. They got too strong of an imagination, and it gets the best of them. Okay, so they had to back off. I don't know. Earth card. As the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. So I think that this person had a personal issue, all right, and that rolled up on them. So they're about to go do this. Maybe they were going to do it alone, and this is why they won't do it alone. They had a personal issue happen when they maybe tried to go do it alone, and they said, nope, nope. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they went to go do it alone, and this right here, it makes me think of a headlight. Someone pulled up on them, someone, imagination card, someone had the wrong idea about where this person was doing. I feel like they weren't even doing anything. Breathe. This really stressed this person out. The vessel, they had to become the bear. Personal issue reaches resolution. They realize they can't do this on their own, even if they try, even if they're tough. They can never, they have to be the horse to do what they're trying to do. They can't be the bear while doing it. So, therefore, I don't know. They had to cancel that idea. They didn't get to do it. They almost did, though. Breathe. I feel like they were very excited. I don't know. Something about their security was unsafe. They felt unsafe, so they canceled. Abort mission. They said, never mind. Okay, sweetheart. A lot of them, this was someone they were dating or someone that's what it is. It was a friend of theirs and they learned they were trying to date them and they didn't want to date this person. I feel like this might be just a friend of theirs and they maybe already made it clear to them. But if not, I feel like this person wants a sweetheart for it. So whoever this is, they want to pick the person that they want. They want to take dates. They want to take a date there. I don't know. Imagination. They imagine it to be a date that they take. So it's not like a hired security guard. It's just like this is a woman. It's just like it's their man. If this is a man, it's his wife. But his wife is it someone who could have his back? They got bear energy, something like this, or his girlfriend, or his sweetheart. And I mean, this is what they're looking for, and maybe that's what they've tried. Overall, I feel like they stopped looking for it as a sweetheart. A personal issue reaches resolution. I feel like they realize they can't do that. I don't know, or they can, or I don't know, they're not dating anymore. So they're like, well, I don't want to date just to try to do my stuff. So I feel like now this person's open to having it be anybody, even someone that they pay, but they're not really dating right now. And if they want most of y'all, it's because they have someone particular in mind that there's their sweetheart and they're maybe trying to date that person. So I feel like a lot of you, they might have met somebody. And this is who they have in sights for the bear card. Sweetheart. I don't know. Overall, they're going to offer to pay this person if they're not dating them. But this is just for fun, I want to say. This is like a imagination. This isn't even like for work. This is something for fun. They just don't want to do it alone. And they want to bring a sweetheart. So I feel like they're not going anywhere tonight because they don't have a sweetheart. So this person would only leave at night. I feel like go out at night with a sweetheart. So if this person's at home, it's because they don't have a sweetheart. So I feel like if you're someone that was trying to date them or they were trying to date you, they're basically saying, "Why am I alone? Why aren't we going out? Why aren't we doing something?" I don't know. You might have offended this person if you guys had plans, or if they sense that you're not busy. They're wondering why aren't you hanging with me? So this person gets offended easily. So I feel like they might eye you as someone, the bear card, they might be seeing you as a bear for this mission, project, imagination. I feel like creative project that they're doing. It has to do with the night. So the night is still young. I feel like I don't know, they have to get something with being, it's at night. And I feel like it's not going to take all night. So this is someone that maybe needed you or wants you to do something with them and you kind of don't. I don't know, but overall, I feel like if you are trying to date this person, this is their plans. They're trying to take you somewhere and they're thinking about it tonight. So what are they up to tonight? I feel like thinking about their project and how they want a partner for it. They want someone to help them with it. And I feel like all they need is just someone to be there. That's all the help they need. They just need them to stand there and breathe, basically, earth. They could do whatever they want. They got to be able to occupy themselves, though, but yet still be there for them. This person can't be there. This person's going to do something. They're going to have to focus and do something where they won't be able to do full focus. They need someone to watch their back, basically, and they're scared. That maybe they're doing it somewhere risky and they need security. That's what I'm saying. There's some sense of this, all right? Protecting the vessel. Or maybe this person might be doing something dangerous, and if they get hurt, they need someone there to call for them, an ambulance or something. They can't go alone. It's dangerous. They try to do it alone. They realize, oh gosh, no, this can't. Majority of you, it's because they get predatored on. People approach them, interrupt them, things like this. So they just know that if they just had a presence with them, there was if this is a woman, a bigger presence than them, particularly maybe a sweetheart. I feel like if this person's not dating anyone, they want it to be a sweetheart. And they're thinking about that. They might be browsing for, no, I feel like this person's thinking about someone. This person has someone in mind, and they think they're very sweet for it. I don't know. Growth. The tallest oak tree once started as a seedling. Don't be afraid to start something new. So this might be someone new that they met that's really sweet to them. But overall, I feel like this is a new energy in their life. They're relatively new. They don't know this person very well. So it could be you. The imagination card, I feel like they only know what you've told them and everything else is in their imagination. The vessel card, and I feel like it's holding them back. They don't know. I feel like you're a sweetheart, but if you're not, the vessel card pops out. So overall, they sense bear energy with you though. They feel like you're very strong and protecting whoever you are, male or female. They sense you could have their back and they could do this. Money card, I feel like this might this might be a project for them that's going to actually generate them money. And grace, I feel like, but maybe this person doesn't even do it for money. It's artistic. There's some type of artisticness to them. I'm literally picturing like a graffiti. This person might be trying to do some graffiti, but to focus on what they're trying to do, they need someone to watch their back. But I feel like a lot of you, it's not something illegal. It could be. All right, I don't know who this person is, but overall, I feel like grace. I feel like they're natural at it. They could do it blind, and they want to maybe do it blind. Something like this, the spider card, like in the dark, in the night, they want to do this. Breathe card, I feel like there's a sense of, it's like they have to get focused. There's a meditation to this, and they can't do it alone. They need someone that they can trust, like deeply. And I feel like they have someone in mind. And I feel like it's because they just trust them. I don't know. Faded. Alan Walker. Ooh, too close. Either way, I feel like this person, that's what I was saying, this person might be smoking. What are they up to tonight? I feel like they're smoking, keeping the vessel safe. They're like, no, if this is a woman, a man, whatever, they're like, no one's touching on my body. I don't know. This person's like, no, no. They're like imagination. They're like, but I'm touching on my body. Imagination. They might be all up in their thoughts sexually. This is someone that masturbates casually. I feel like they masturbate all the time. They might be this is what are they up to tonight? They're gonna masturbate. They're gonna do some type of research. Okay. I feel like on their creative project. You know what I mean? And also on a person that they like that makes them wet or hard or horny, the sweetheart card. They're going to do some research on that person. I feel like they're just going to think on them, maybe imagine on them. And they're also going to, if they have a way to watch them, maybe check out their social medias, something like this. And I feel like, and then they're going to research some other personal things. They're going to do some research for their project. Their project actually requires like a planning. They're in the process of still kind of planning this project, but they would go out and practice and scout and do things like this. It involves going places. but and they can do that, I feel like, in the daytime or with anybody or alone, and they do. So I feel like, I don't know, there's a sense of this person needing this project, wanting to go out there right now and even just trying it. But they have a plan, and I feel like they're going to work more on that plan. They're going to imagine doing it, and they're going to, you know what I mean? They're manifesting some type of project for themselves, not for anybody else. It's just for them. And they have someone in mind to bring, but I feel like that person's unavailable tonight for whatever reasons. And overall, they're staying home. If they had plans to go out and maybe do this, they're staying home because this sweetheart is not able to go, or they don't have a sweetheart. I don't fully understand or know that, but they have someone in mind. But overall, bad gossip keeps them from kind of just doing it with this person, like, and bringing them, and having it be that way. It fucks with their trust on this person. This person has instant trust with someone, and they're their sweetheart. They like this person. They're pursuing them, but then they get some bad gossip about him, and it kind of throws off the trust. Imagination card, this person's imagination gets stirred. The horse card, they run off like lightning. They heard the thunder. Did I mean like this horse runs away from everybody, but they still think and talk to the sweetheart, maybe, or they think to talk to the sweetheart, or the uncertainty. I don't know. Overall, they have someone in mind, but they're not around. So tonight, they're staying home, breathe, they're relaxing, earth, they're grounding. If they're a smoker, they're smoking like crazy. They're listening to a lot of music. I feel like they're dancing. Their win-win outcome, I feel like they're just hanging out. They feel like this is every night of their life. This is the same, they're doing the same thing they do every night. And I feel like, but but one of these nights they're not going to do that. They're saying, they're like, one of these nights I'm going to go out though, and they have an idea. And I feel like, and the rain's not going to stop me. I'm going to have a friend, even if I got to pay. I'm going to be able to do this. I don't know. But overall, they're like, I'm just staying home, touching myself. And they're like, no one's touching this body but me. Grace, they're like, they're probably going to dance their way into a bath and go to bed. Something like this. Mystic star, they might stare at the stars a bit. Uncertainty, they think about something. They get a letter, maybe, or a message. They get something, but they're uncertain about it. It causes uncertainty. So if this person had any plans to go anywhere, or if they ever have plans to go anywhere, or if they ever want to do anything, uncertainty card. I feel like they let that stop them right away. I don't know. The shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. I feel like even fog has something to do with this. This person's afraid of fog. So fog matters for this person's project. They can't have it. It's spooky. It ruins something for them. So weather matters for this person. So as I said, things get in the way for this person, but they see it as win-win. I'm just going to keep planning it and imagining it, and they feel like that way when they go to do it, it'll be good. They only want to do it once. It's like a one shot. Like they want to one shot it, but they have a sweetheart in mind to take with them. And I don't know, Mystic Star. I feel like it is a good person to bring, but that takes time. Security, I feel like they got to run a security check on this person. Overall, this person is just chilling and relaxing. They have a personal issue in their life, and I feel like it's them trying to do this project and finding time for it. And that's reaching resolution for them. So, overall, tonight, I feel like if this was a love interest, if you're their sweetheart and you were looking into what they were up to, maybe this person gets a lot of bad gossip about them. I feel like, no, they're an anchor. I feel like, however you're looking at them, no matter how wild of a horse this person is, okay? I feel like, male or female, I feel like there's someone that you can anchor to. There's someone that the bear card, there's someone that would have your back. This is someone who, I don't know, this is someone you would anchor with. You would partner with them. You would probably stay with them for life. You would want to. This person's very strong and things like this. Someone talked about a ship. I'm the captain now. It made me think of a ship. That's what I'm saying. This person drops anchor. This person's the captain of their ship. But I feel like there's room on their ship for others, or you're someone that they would share with. I don't know. Basically, there's a sense of, if you were snooping in on this person because you're their sweetheart or their little love interest or something like this, I feel like the Earth card, I feel like, no, they're very grounded with you. They like you. I feel like everything is working out great for that. I feel like they're researching you they're researching you for this position. I feel like they already like you for position of sweetheart. And they're like, if I like you for sweetheart, you're perfect for this. So I feel like they just follow their sweetheart nature. And this is someone who's only dating one person. So that's what I say. If you were dating this person or looking into dating this person, I feel like if you're that sweetheart, I feel like growth. I feel like they want to get closer to you. They're thinking about you. They might talk to you tonight and message you. They might write you something, a letter. They might tell you about something. Imagination, maybe they just tell you a really cool story. Maybe about their personal issue that's been blocking them. Maybe about whatever happened today. This might be someone that just talks to you about their days. And I feel like they got a lot of stories to tell. The horse card, I feel like they got a wild, I don't know, and they go out. They see a lot of wild things. So I feel like they had a wild day. Now they're just chilling. But they're trying to go out and they know they have wild days. So they know they're going to have a wild night. If they go out even alone, it's going to be dangerous even. So I feel like this person's not doing anything like that. I feel like they're thinking about you. So I feel like if this is new and you're wondering if they're dating around or anything like this, nope, nothing. I feel like any bad gossip you hear about this is bad gossip. This is someone you anchor with. This is someone you drop anchor. And you found them. Hold on, drop the anchor quick. Okay, the boat swings around. You're like, get in. All right. This is that person. I don't know. This is someone that I feel like if you're a smoker, this is someone you could smoke with. They're a very good smoker. I don't know. Imagination card. This person likes to do things while they smoke. I feel like they do all sorts of things. I knew it. Mr. Butters was fighting the skunk outside. I could smell it. Oh, gross. I gotta smell skunk. It's not even midnight. Either way, my whole house is gonna stink now. I don't even have my AC on. That should just get through the windows. Skunks. Either way, I think that's all I have for pile three. Yeah, this person's completely solo, mountain card. I feel like they're not dating around at all. If they are, they basically dedicate themselves to that person. That's their person. Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to breathe. I'm gonna have to go upstairs maybe. Oh my god. A fucking skunk. Like straight up, there's a skunk that walks around my properties. All right. I can't breathe. I gotta get off this fucking camera. It happened at the right time. I'm gonna. This person's not up to nothing, and I feel like, and they're thinking about you. And if this person has no one to date, that's their status. That's their mo. They think on one person at a time. So I feel like if they're not thinking on someone, they're looking for someone to think on, and that's because they're trying to have them be the bear so that they can do a project. Either way, I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.